Oh, with the bracket next round, we have Rum Nitty and Drugs, a rematch. Would you what you feel about that?
I have Nitty winning
You have Nitty
because
winning?
the way Drugs won was punches off of angle and hard hitting bars and moments off of angle. It's hard to angle against Nitty. I gotta see what he tries, but my prediction is Nitty to win.
Hmm.
Uh, that's how I have it in my bracket too. I got both of those battles correct in the first round, and I have Nitty winning as well.
So the last round didn't really impact your opinion about this battle coming up for either one of them.
Well, as far as how Nitty did,
Hmm.
uh, I still have Nitty as a better puncher than Drugs. I think Drugs is gonna approach this as a puncher.
Right. And let me say this. I think don't throw out the Serious Jones battle because Serious Jones is underrated by the battle rap community. Um, Serious Jones is a legend. Now, I think the problem with Serious Jones is that people don't like his personality. And that's one thing. People don't like his personality. They think he's cocky. And a lot of his battles really don't have the replay value, but he doesn't really lose battles like that. He's a veteran. He can rap. He can really rap. He had jokes. He can rebuttal. Like Serious Jones is a hard battler to beat. Very hard battler to beat, and people don't give him enough credit for that. I never thought Nitty was going to walk over Serious Jones like a lot of people thought. Um, and again, I think a lot of people come into battles with preconceived notions, and I think people don't really look at it from an unbiased point of view. They just have their favorites.
Right.
So I'm not surprised that it was a close battle. I don't think Nitty was supposed to walk over a legend like Serious Jones, whether you like Serious Jones' personality or not. Now, is Drugs better than Serious Jones? I say no. He's not a better rapper than Serious Jones, in my opinion. What do you feel about that?
It's a good question. I like Drugs yesterday more than Serious Jones yesterday. Uh, Overall, mm, I like Drugs style more than Serious Jones. So
Okay.
it's gonna be tough for me to judge. I
So
mean,
you just not a Serious Jones fan, basically.
I'm not. I am not.
Okay. I I'm not necessarily a Serious Jones fan, but I respect him. I respect what he does. Well, I don't know him personally. The other stuff is that's some other stuff. Those allegations. But as far as being a battler, oh, I respect him immensely. Like from the Fight Club days, even since he came back on Summer Madness 2. He came back when Clips was hot, made that a debatable battle. Um, his he got socked by Math, so we don't that really don't count. But his battle with DNA was a pretty decent battle. I don't know if you watched him versus DNA. That was a decent battle. Um, his battle with Gems, he was spitting against Gems. You know, uh, his battle with Ill Will was really good. He did really good against Ill Will. Like he has some decent performances, and like people just act like Jones is completely garbage, which is crazy to me. But so in my opinion, I think Sirius is a better battle rapper than Drugs. I think he have more versatility. Now, with that being said, Drugs really did impress me. He did. He had a good performance. Um, but it could be a situation where all the stars aligned. Like being that he going through a certain situation in his personal life, which he talked about in the battle with trying to get his daughter back and battling somebody like Yoshi. That's kind of like a perfect scenario for him, right? I don't know what type of angle he gonna have for that with Nitty. What angle? Because obviously he's not a better puncher than Nitty. Can he find an angle to hurt Nitty. And to me, it's going to be hard because Nitty really struggles, in my opinion, with people that is really versatile and has a resume. Like Nitty is a way better lyricist and writer than Reed Dollars. But he lost that battle to Reed Dollars. Why? Because Reed Dollars have a legacy. And he was able to talk about that legacy and use it as an angle against it. I don't know if Drugs can do that.
Drugs has to find maybe two angles because he cannot punch with Nitty straight up. He lost
Right.
that.
Yeah, he already lost to Nitty.
Right. He lost doing that. He has to dig deep and figure it out. I'm sure he was probably planning, and has some ideas already even prior to yesterday. I'm sure he anticipated beating Yoshi and, figuring out what he's going to do with Nitty.
Yeah.
I hope it works out. I'm a Drugs fan. Overall, Drugs, shout out to this shit. But
Yeah.
I don't predict him to beat Nitty.
Yeah, and Nitty is great with just general punchlines. He can come up with 1,000 general punchlines and be okay. You know what I'm saying? So I think is more tailored to Nitty winning. So I have Nitty winning, but would I be shocked if Drugs went? I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked because Nitty is always vulnerable if you can hit the right angle. It just, can you do that or not?
Exactly.
All right. So we both have Nitty advancing to the third round.